morning to you ladies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome to This is the Police 2. Now, I've played This is the Police... I've played This is the Police 1 on the channel. I didn't finish it, much to the dismay of a lot of people on the channel, because when I uploaded it, it wasn't like that great a series, but then after a little while, people were really curious about more episodes of it, and I never really went back to it, and for that, I apologize, because I probably should have finished it, but that's neither here nor there. The second game is out. I assume it's probably going to follow a lot of the same story. If it does, I'm missing a lot of it. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but the main reason I want to play this game is I like the first one, I like the developers, and the developers sent me a code for this one. And they said because I played the first one, and because they liked it, and all that kind of stuff, they sent me a code for this one, so I wanted to play it. But not only that, but they apparently put me in the game. They sent me a code for the game and asked how I wanted to be presented in the game. So, there's a thing I can do here. Okay. I think I did it. I'm apparently a cop in the game now. I don't know how it's going to be presented. I think it's just Jacksepticeye. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but apparently I have now just unlocked me in the game. Alright, new game. I don't know what mechanics are going to be different in this either, but... oh, art style. Very nice. I like it. At approximately 1 in the morning, the Sharpwood Police Department received an anonymous call. The source said he knew where The source said he knew where we could find the headquarters of the Neckties, a gang of drug traffickers that recently arrived in the town. Anonymous information is rarely reliable, but for Sheriff Wells, shutting down the Neckties was the department's primary goal. So he immediately went to the address indicated, along with 2 other officers for backup. Ooh, turn 1. Whoa! Whoa! It's an XCOM type of game!
Roger.
Dude! Because what I remember from This is the Police 1 was that, oh, maybe it had this later on in the game and I just never saw it, but you had, like, the overworld, and you would send your cops on different beats, and you would send them, like, you had to prioritize your cops, you had to hire new cops, and then send them to different locations, but you had to prioritize certain things or else your cops would fail. That kind of stuff, but this is incredible, I love this! I'm a huge fan of this type of gameplay. XCOM, Mario Rabbids, just the turn-based type of stuff. I love it. Okay, so this is just tutorializing me right now. Oh hell yeah, I'm way more into this than I thought I was gonna be.
We have visual.
Alright, we have visual on the bad boys. Suspect's turn. Woohoo! I'm gonna be the best police officer. Okay, they don't see me yet. Is that a person on top of that? Jesus Christ. Okay. Set an ambush. If the enemy spots you, then he'll raise the alarm during his turn. If the alarm is raised, cops are visible, even if they're behind cover. Okay, got it. Stun the criminal. Do you think he saw me? Oh god, I probably shouldn't have eaten right before doing this, because now I'm all full of burps. It's like that John Mulaney joke. And they say that, you know you're getting old when you start talking through burps. It's like, you wanna play a game? Briefly stuns the criminal. Guaranteed hit. Does not leave marks in the body. That's important.
Roger.
Bad guy. No. Okay, get closer. Oh, if he's stunned, can I arrest him? Ooh, neat.
Get on the ground.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Sorry, I want to be an excellent police officer. Alright. Mayhaps we go this way. Perhaps. Suspect's turn. Okay. So, they have to see me in the turn, and then I have to end the turn in sight. Otherwise, they don't actually get to see me.
We have visual.
So these guys haven't seen me yet because I stunned this guy still in the same turn. Shoot with a taser. Okay, man.
Roger.
Just think of it as a rat and you're Logan Paul. There you go. Nice. Okay, he's down. Now you can go in and arrest him. Dude, we're badass! Wait, I didn't get to arrest him. Why? Enemies can not only see you, but also hear you. If an officer sees you from afar or hears a suspicious noise, he's sure to leave his post and check the area. Oh my god, is that a beheaded bear? Holy crap! Okay, stun him! Pepper spray!
Roger.
Down on the ground! Ooh, so this is going to get really interesting later on because... Oh, you're stunned for a bunch of turns. Because I have to decide whether to shoot a suspect or to arrest a suspect. Ooh, I like this a lot. I'm going to be the Palest Beast Boy. The best police boy! Nah, I'm going to be the Palest Beast Boy. That's a much better way of thinking about it. Oh my god, these are all murdered people and... Fucking hell. Okay, prepare to breach. Breach and clear!
Roger.
Okay, let's arrest this. Let's arrest this fool!
On the ground.
You're going away for a long time. Down to the ground! I actually, witnessed my first police arrest in real life for the, while I was here. Okay, story time! I was walking down the street here in LA, and I was going to meet a friend, and when I was walking down the street, a police car pulled up at a traffic light, but the guy on a boosted board was coming towards us on the street, and I think he realized the police were there a bit late, and he was going to keep going through the traffic lights, but he was like going with the cars, and then he noticed the police and he decided to stop, but he stopped so hard the board went from under him, so his boosted board went flying, and he landed on his back on the ground and ate shit. And then the police kind of gave him a little like, whoop! And give him a thumbs up to be like, yeah, good job, buddy. And then he got back up on his board and went along, and then the police drove along, and I was like, that was a fun little adventure. And then, like 2 blocks down the street, I was walking by a donut place, and there was those exact same police guys were arresting 3 dudes. So they were just standing there with police cuffs on them. And I was just like, wow, this never happens anywhere I've lived ever before. And then This Is America by Childish Gambino playing.
580.
Okay, moving in. Oh no! We have to breach and clear. Okay. This is like Rainbow Six Siege all of a sudden. Storm the house. Stormy Daniels. Take down the door. Okay, wait, it's saying something. Once a policeman with the appropriate perk can pick locks or break down doors. Oh my god, this is the best game! Noise from a broken window or door will attract the enemy's attention. Okay, so I can... What's this? Cops active perks. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Battering ram!
Roger.
Sup, fool! Wait, what do I do? Shoot the culprit! Firearms can kill or disarm a suspect. Oh no, I don't want to shoot him! Ooh, I actually get to pick where I'm shooting? This is so awesome!
Roger.
I shot him in the arm so I disarmed him! Oh, I could be the best police cops. Uh-oh, is he calling backup? No, he's running away!
590.
Get back here, you scum! Okay, what can you do? Can you break a window? You could just go in the door, the door's open now! You don't... Okay, whatever. Oh, I'm way into this music. The whole aesthetic of this game is awesome. Okay, ram it down! Take that, you damn window! Alright, everybody be careful. Watch your backs, everybody. We're going in.
Roger.
What's up? It's the police! Wait, what's happening? My boys! Are you okay? I think they all dead. November 21st. Ooh! This game is dope!
Today, I wasn't so lucky. I mean, it wasn't just a regular funeral, was it? All Sharpwood showed up. Can you imagine? I had a teacher, Mrs. Dawson. I haven't seen her since the 3rd grade. Figured she'd moved or died. I mean, it's not easy to lose track of someone in this town, right? And today, I'm looking at her in the crowd, all alive and healthy. Imagine, right? And the crowd was huge. It wasn't even a crowd, more like a whole river of people. I mean, you look at all of them and you can't even see the end. All the roads were
preparing for the
blocked.
apocalypse?
Just thinking. It's weird. There's this dead guy who's making it so an alive guy can't get his groceries on time, right? I mean, I just wanted to say, I really respect Sheriff Wells. He died a hero, right? Ask anyone. Everybody says he's a hero. But I'm just saying, I got a job to do. I don't want to lose it. Nobody wants to lose a job because it's not easy to find a new job in Sharpwood, right?
This guy talks a lot.
So,
The money's right there in front of your nose.
Hey,
Don't
it's
bother
Jack!
with the change.
Mr. Nash, thank you.
That's the dude from the first game, right?
I just wanted to say that you don't need to call Mr. Summers. I mean, he'll be yelling at me either way. I deserve it, right? I'm just... Oh, by the way, those cigars you asked about?
Yeah.
Caesars, right? Mr. Summers said we normally don't have them in stock, but we can order them. Maybe it'll take a couple of weeks or so, but what's a couple of weeks when it's a quality product, right? I remember one day I was looking...
Forget it. I don't know how long I'll be staying.
Oh, I hope.
I forgot how much I love that dude's voice.
I hope that you won't be leaving too soon. You're like our best customer. Oh, or at least one of our best customers, am I right? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of folks are leaving. Even Pale Charlie left, and he's even older than you. He's 90 or something. Maybe even 100.
Hey, I'm 40.
I mean, I'm sure you'll find yourself a decent job, right? I mean, have a good day, Mr. Nash.
What a tweaked up dude. This is the police too. Hell yeah. So Jack Nash was the guy in the first game, right? He was the police guy that we were, like the protagonist.
Hey, Lily. So we're getting rid of this thing tomorrow?
What? We do what?
That drawing thing in the hall. We're taking it down tomorrow? I already called Uncle Dimitri. He'll cart it off for us. Might even get a couple of bucks for it.
Whoa, first, it's not a drawing. It's a tapestry, okay? A beautiful work of art. You didn't notice, did you? Second, it's hanging there for a reason. And third, and most important, we're...
Oh, you mean that drawing in the hall? Great. I'll get
I'm
a hanger
walking
tomorrow
here.
so we can put the TV up there. Maybe a VCR, too. What do you think?
Jesse, we are not taking down the tapestry.
TV? That's not a bad idea. Sure, but I was thinking...
I love these accents.
You know, I thought we could put a snack machine here. You know, I'm tired of having to drive 20 minutes over to Bad Ears gas station for smoked cheese in the middle of work. Like I've got nothing better to do, right?
Right.
As if
You see how much space that giant thing takes up? We can put a TV up, an
is
arcade
happening?
game, probably even a pinball machine.
Pinball.
Speaking of which, my son moved in with his wife and dairy, so we've got an extra VCR. Only thing is, he took all his videotapes with him, so we can't...
Oh, no, tapes are no problem. I've got lots of tapes. Plus, if we tell the guys that everyone's bringing in a couple of movies, then we...
Look, I just need you to...
Hey, what kind of movies you got? All sorts.
this
Bloody
important
Shirt,
information?
Bloody Shirt 2, Bloody Shirt 3, Bloody Shirt 4, Hard-Boiled Women, Demons on Fifth Avenue.
And you've got that movie where this pilot is flying around the Earth, but he's running out of fuel over the ocean, so he makes a deal with Satan, and Satan sends him to fight an army of skeletons, and the
What?
skeleton general, you can't fuck with him.
Yeah,
I
that's
wanna watch
The
that
Wind Blows
movie.
Into Hell. One of my favorites. Goes without saying, that's every man's favorite movie. Am I right or am I right?
Am I right or am I
When
right,
I saw
guys?
him at the end, when the girl throws the sword into the fire, my heart jumped out of my chest. Betty almost needed to call the ambulance. I
God,
swear
this
to
is
God.
this is the police
You
too,
need to
not
take
this
better
is
care
listening
of
simulator.
yourself, old man.
I've also got this movie. It's actually a cartoon, but it's for adults, you know. This guy gets the ability to undress people with his mind. So he goes into work, and he works in a bank, and his boss is a real bitch. But the bitch has some great boobs, and she calls him over to her.
Tomorrow. We'll just discuss it tomorrow.
And she says there's some problem with this quarterly report. Some kind of paper. got
Yeah,
filed.
just walk away, Lily. Jesus.
What the hell, Gail? Sit down and get ready to type. We agreed.
Lily, We'll finish that damn letter of yours tomorrow. And if we're lucky, we'll even...
Gail, take off your stupid hat and get back to your desk. I'm the sheriff and you'll do what I say. I'm the sheriff.
I'm the sheriff.
Lily, you do know you don't have to be such a bitch, right?
Hey, shh. What's your language?
Bad Ear's gas station closes in half an hour, so if we don't finish this stupid letter in the next 10 minutes, I'll be out of smokes until the morning. And if that happens, I'll be coming into work in a bad mood tomorrow.
Oh.
And if I come into work in a bad mood,
Just shut up and type.
Okay. I'm ready. And for God's sake, let's stop taking half an hour on every sentence, okay?
First, read what you've got so far.
Of course, we won't be able to pay you serious money. It's like we won't be able to pay you anything at all. But I hope that you feel the same as me, that the safety of our native town of Sharpwood is a question of duty and honor, and not of material gain.
No, not just the last sentence. Read everything from the beginning.
Lily, come on.
Read it from the top.
Dear Captain Carter, I imagine you've already heard the sad news that has prompted me to write you. I'll be frank. This letter you're holding is a plea for help. The police department of Sharpwood
All right,
was deprived.
that's enough. I can't take it anymore. We'll just pick up where we left off.
Do you think Captain Carter will even read this?
Lily, let's just finish it. And then...
They got him. The guy from the flower shop, remember? He's one of the neckties. We're sure this time.
Where are they taking him? Are they bringing him here?
They already did.
Where are they
He's
taking
here.
him?
Did he have the goods on him? Has he said anything? What does he know?
Well, you want to find out, or you're just going to sit there?
You're just gonna sit there, you're gonna follow me out the door. I could have been a voice actor in this game. They got him! One of the neckties!
What happened to him?
Well, as far as I understand, he had a hard time getting into the car.
Right. Didn't like getting out of the car either. And he really didn't like the stairs. And when we handcuffed him, wow, that was no fun
He
at
really
all.
didn't like the punches
And
in
then
the
when he
face
sat
we gave
down
him.
on a chair, he accidentally...
Cut the shit, Charlie.
What? The sheriff asked a direct question, and I'm trying...
Get out! All of you!
Lily, I think it'd be best if you just...
What's the problem, Gail? Isn't it best if the sheriff interrogates important suspects? Isn't it great when the commander takes a personal interest in the work? Don't you think?
Okay, guys.
I do.
You hear that? Let's get out of here.
Bye, guys! Thanks for hanging out and talking about movies. Hi. Checkpoint! Okay. Ooh! Dialogue options! Okay, Wally Melton. What a fantastic name. You and your friends lured Sharpwood's sheriff into an ambush and killed him like a bunch of cowards. Yeah, that right, you and your necktie gang. Can you even imagine how hard we're coming down on you? Or, okay, I could be hard cop, bad cop, good cop, boy cop. You're from around here, right? I'm sure you heard Sheriff Wells got killed, so what do you think about it? I know it was somebody in your gang that murdered Sheriff Wells. Just tell me who pulled the trigger. Maybe I'll let you go. So this is aggressive, this is nice, and this is kind of in-betweeny. What do I want to be? Do I want to be a bad boy? Do I want to be a bad copperoo? I kind of do. I kind of want to be a hard ass. I'm so sick of being soft ass. Let's just go with this for now. Even if I knew what you were talking about, I wouldn't tell you nothing. You wouldn't tell me nothing. That's a double negative, so you would tell me something. Now, how about a kiss? All the cops around here got lips sweet as you. Okay, time to maybe be hard cop. I know it was somebody in your gang that... Oh, wait, that's the one I just answered. Okay, let's talk about something else. The drugs. Where do you keep them? Where are the other drugs going? I'm not leaving here until you tell me where your hideout is. As I understand it, you never keep drugs at your base. Why is that? In your panties. You know why? Because no one ever checks in there for anything. Bogdan's got some roasts! Did you give up? Did that get to
Could
you?
at least hide the suitcase.
What? Oh, this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect.
In goes the negotiator. My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
Lily, I just want
You
to...
do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over. All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
I need to finish writing that letter to Captain Carter.
Can I do more XCOM stuff? That was awesome. Okay. Man, some of those scenes just kind of linger, don't they? Hello? Oh, he's at my door. He's at Jack's door.
Hello, my name is Bogdan. Are you satisfied with your water supply system?
I don't trust him. Close the door.
I bet you're not. I am here to solve your problem.
Excuse me, what?
It's not so nice to run to the toilet outside in the cold, is it? Especially at our age. You go once, you go twice, and by then you've already frozen your butt
Buttocks
off.
already
It's
fall
lucky
off.
It's the only thing you've frozen off. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about too, don't you?
Look, listen, this isn't my house. I'm just renting it.
All
The dude who does
better.
Jack's voice is the guy
So
who does
the
Duke Nukem,
homeowner
right? Didn't we
will
figure that out
pay
last
for
time?
Everything, while you will enjoy the new toilet in warmth and comfort.
Ooh.
Are you selling toilets? You sell toilets at night?
Don't be silly. We'll replace your whole water system. A new toilet in the house.
I don't trust him,
is-
dude.
Well, it's the cherry on the
He's
cake.
cherry on top.
You're right. I'm here a little after hours. Mr. Well, you see, our farm is just taking its first steps in this
I don't like 'em.
business, so I can only visit my customers after I'm done with my day job. But a toilet inside your house is doubly good at night, right? Do understand your needs, sir. I myself had to run to the toilet outside for 20 years every night. But when I finally got a toilet inside my house,
Please go. Just go. I want you to leave.
I know what you're thinking. You think
I
that
don't
in
think you
such
do.
a small house there's simply no room for a toilet. But I assure you, if you just allow me to come in for a moment,
Hey.
I'm asking you to leave.
I just want to save both of us some time, that's all. I know that you'll change your mind. The next time you need to go in the middle of the night, you'll remember me and think, damn, that guy was right.
Damn,
Toilet in
Bogdan
the
was
house
right.
Is what every adult man needs. So why don't
I've
we...
asked you to leave. You need to leave.
Just close the
Now.
door and go.
Leave.
All right. But I bet you won't last a week before you change your mind. I'm telling you right now, you won't last a week.
I don't like that. That's foreshadowing. Lock it. Lock the door. What the hell is going on in this game? It's Hank from Detroit. Oh, you just downing whiskey? Ugh. Don't get me wrong, I like whiskey as much as the next person, but downing whiskey is not... It's not good. It'll burn a hole in your neck. Dear Dylan, Oliver, and Edgar, I'd give anything to be sitting with you on the porch of our old house, smoking a cigar, talking and passing the day. I know you have a lot of questions for me, a lot of unpleasant questions. It's not hard to hear them in my head, but it won't be easy to find the right answers. Is it true what they're saying about you? Whoa. Okay. My only crime was wanting to take care of myself and my family. I'm just sorry it took me that long. My crime was that I trusted the wrong people. I was used and then thrown in the trash. This sounds like a great line to go with this stuff. This is the one I want to answer, but I really also want to answer this one. This one. It goes with the whole, like, noir aesthetic. I was used up. Trusted the wrong people. Why did you flee from Freiburg? Calm down, Mr. Piano Man. It's not that I ran away. I just needed time to regroup. So I could get... Calm down! So I could go back and clear my name. Sometimes retreat is the only way to victory. I ran because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every influential scoundrel in the city that they would never let me live to see my day in court. Dun 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 dun. Why did Mom really leave? Ooh, handsome. Very pretty. Because she decided she wanted to fuck some 30-year-old insurance agent. And I hope he gave her exactly what she wanted. That's actually... It started off aggressive, but then it's like, I hope he gave her exactly what she wanted. I hope she's happy. I hope she's settled down and she's actually happier than she's ever been in her life. I know I'm saying it in a condescending, sarcastic manner, but I really mean it. Sally, your grandmother once told me that I'm too old, that I don't have any energy, and that's why Laura left. I didn't really understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems to me, she hit the nail on the head. Is this Jack writing this? Not me, in the game. Oh, by the way, when I said I'm a character in the game, I'm not a main character, by the way. It was like an Easter egg, like a cop that you can send out on a beat, or a cop that you can hire, I think. Just before anyone's thinking, like, which one is he? Like, I don't have voice lines or anything. Did you have an affair on the side, too? I wouldn't say that. For one thing, you mother had already left. And it's strange to call a relationship between two people an affair if they only talked on the phone and never met. It was your mother who had the affair. Everything that happened to me later was just an amusement. A naive love fantasy that never became a reality. In any case, it's over. My amusement wants to put me in jail. I'm gonna answer this. I want some drama. I want some sauce in my life. Why did you get in bed with the mafia? Because they were great in bed. I didn't go to them. They left me no choice. When they threatened to hang your children's heads from a chandelier, you'll do exactly what they ask of you. No hesitation, no questions. I got in with them because the mafia can't be defeated, only controlled. And look at how well I control crime in Freiburg. I'd say I manage things pretty well. This one has more bite to it. More sustenance. Did you kill people? So is this picking up some answers from the first game? Because I remember a lot of stuff that happened in the first game had got to do with his relationship, and then he had something got to do with the mafia. But again, having never finished it, maybe this is my way of picking up my own story again. I never killed anyone. I have many vices, but I'm no killer. I didn't kill anyone with my own two hands, but I gave orders that led to some deaths. Sometimes these were bad people, sometimes not so much. It's up to you whether you think that makes me a killer. This one. I want to be like Batman. Also, I see that the piano player gave up because I was just reacting to these for too long. How is your health? How's your sex life? I feel good, despite parting with your mother, fleeing from the feds and surviving 2 comas. One thing I know for sure, I won't survive a third. I'm not complaining, but I'm lonely. I'm afraid I'm not going to make any new friends here. Either way, new friends at my age don't lead anywhere. Except another funeral. This one's sad. It adds character and world building. Why didn't you just retire? I'm just too damn good at my job. I catch criminals. That's all I know. It's all I'm good at. I didn't retire because I loved my job, and I wasn't too old to keep doing it. Well, because I had nothing else to do. All I had left was an empty house and a dirty barn. What was I going to do? Farming? All my tools rusted a long time ago. After a week of retirement like that, I would have put a bullet in my forehead. Maybe let's not go with this one. Maybe go with this one. I'm not too old to do my job, and I'm good at my job. I catch bad guys, that's what I do. What are you afraid of? Heights? Spiders? I'm afraid I'll be caught, locked in a cage and put on display like a circus freak. The only power I'll have left is to bash my skull in the bars of my cell. I'm afraid that I won't have a chance to clear my name or even explain myself before the law, before Freeburg, and most importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. I like this one. This one's silly. What are you planning to do next? I've changed a lot, though predictability is still not among my vices. I know I have to do something. The only question is how far I'll have to go. I wish I had the deep voice like the dude in the game, so I could talk like that. I can't tell you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now. Oh, Jesus. I'm pulling out my headphones. This one. Hey, we're done. I wrote my letter. Now let's pack it up and go home, folks. Oh, no, I need more whiskey first. It helps Daddy sleep. She's sitting there listening to All the Way, All the Way.
We could hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the phase 3. Phase 3 is where
we don't have a lot of time. They're moving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we hurry. It's north of here, the old summer camp. But they never keep the goods at their headquarters. They always use a different place, usually an isolated house on the outskirts. Most of the time, these places have random tenants who don't even suspect that there's anything hidden under their floorboards. That way, the drugs can never be linked back to the neckties or the neckties to the drugs. You remember that little tavern called Forsetti? We went drinking there after graduation and broke that big mirror. Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man moved in, and under his floorboards, there's 27 kilograms of heroin.
I'm starting to think that guy is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname. What do you think?
Or maybe he's just an actual old man
down there, ready to ambush us. Maybe he already...
Well, you and Corey, go check it out. Take 2 cars in case it's not just an old man living in the house. Whoever you find there, bring them in. And don't forget about the heroin. Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters.
How could you forget about the heroin?
Sound good to you, Lily?
Lily? Hello? This thing on? Gameplay. Alright. So this is kind of what the first game was about. You had to send people off on different missions. All events that require your attention are displayed on the Sharpwood map and by a card in the call list. Okay. Cool. Alright. Each call has a minimum professionalism requirement. To ensure that your cops can go on a call, their overall professionalism must meet the minimum required by the call. For some reason this is really hard to read. Some sort of bloom or the text font is a bit weird. Maybe I'm just blind. The Forsetti Tavern. The neckties are hiding a large batch of heroin in a house on the outskirts. Currently, that house is being rented by some old man. Some old man. He's probably working with the ties and watching the goods. Alrighty, let's send Fletcher in there. Get on in there, Fletcher and Bellow. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. Hee, this is cool. Okay, hurry it up, fellas. There you go, all the way up. Nice. Man, the art style in this game is so pretty. Oh wait, is this the thing we just did? So we're going to the call that I played out at the start? Or maybe not. It's me! I was gonna say maybe the old man is Jack, but... Oh, he's all paranoid.
Report Sheriff's Department. Ah, no. No. Look at this. No, well, just look, Corey. You couldn't find anyone better to watch the goods? Or they just didn't bother? Or are we missing something?
Do you know who I am?
What do you think, Corey? Think we're missing something? Huh? Is there some kind of special meaning to the fact that we've got drunk, dirty grandpa here sitting in the shack watching the goods? Maybe we need to crack the code here, huh?
Well, any ideas where they hid the powder?
How about you look around while I interrogate the suspect, huh?
Interrogate. Also, I want to be known as drunk, dirty grandpa when I'm older.
You.
Whoa!
What's your name, old man?
It's get the fuck off my face.
Boy.
What did you say, old man?
Did you say boy?
You need to answer nice and clear when a police officer speaks to you.
My name is Nash. Warren Nash.
I'll tell you something, Warren Nash. 15 years on the force. I've seen all sorts of dirty shits. This town isn't exactly upscale, in case you haven't noticed. I've caught thieves, caught rapists, murderers, and drug traffickers.
And now
all
dirty
part of the
old
job,
grandpas.
You know? I'm doing my job. Nice and easy, like a professional. But here you are. This filth. You don't make it easy.
Can you
to
get
be
off
easy.
me?
Filth like you drives me up the wall. With scum like you, I just can't keep up the cold-blooded professional attitude. I just can't. You know why, Warren? Because... Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. I'll be just a second, all right?
Sure thing.
Shit, Charlie, what the hell? Do you want...
Corey, just look for the fucking drugs while I'm busy with the fucking suspect, okay?
This dude's a lunatic.
So, Warren, filthy things like you drive me nuts. Because you think that we'll never catch up with you. You think the police can't do anything. You think we just rescue cats from trees and help old ladies carry their bags up to the porch. You believe, you really believe that we'll never get to you. So you don't even have to try. You taking good care of the goods here, Warren? You ready for us here, Warren? Just waiting in ambush, Warren?
You keep clipping your mic.
Fucking nothing, Warren! Fucking nothing! Because you thought we'd never come. But here I am, Warren. Here I am! What are you gonna do now, Warren? What's the big plan, Warren?
You shut the fuck up!
I found something.
You hear that, Warren? He found something. Next time, hide it better.
Fuck. What? That was so weird.
Well, this looks like 27 keys of heroin to you?
I would say there's somewhere between 26 and 28 keys.
Well, that sounds like 27, right?
Yep, looks like 27. So what are we thinking here? You load it up in the car and I'll pack up the old man. And any of this other junk we might need.
That poor guy. He does not want to work with Charlie. I mean, I wouldn't want to either. I'm a bear. Also, in that last scene, he kept peeking his mic during the voice recording.
I'd like, I really need to talk to the sheriff as soon as possible.
That
I'm
her
Sheriff
dog.
Reed. You can talk all you like, but if I were you, I'd wait for my lawyer, Mr. Nash.
I don't, you said you're the sheriff?
That's
So
what
did
I
he
said.
know the heroine was there?
No, I'm just, are you Sharpwood, Sheriff?
I'm the sheriff.
You could, do you have the authority to...
Look, I'm wearing a shiny star on my chest. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night, and even though I'm exhausted, I'm poring over murder files that no one else wants to bother with. So yeah, I'm the sheriff. I may not be used to all this, and I'm not sure I ever will be, but I don't have another sheriff for you, Mr. Nash. You might as well accept it.
Listen, Sheriff, Sheriff Reed, right? Great, Sheriff Reed. I need to talk to the sheriff, and you're the sheriff, so it's even better. I mean, older sheriffs sometimes. Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that there's been a mistake, and I want to help you out here because
there was a huge batch of cocaine hiding in your house.
Thought it was
You
supposed to be
want me to
heroin.
believe you didn't know anything about it?
I rent that house. Only lived there a couple of weeks, and you.
Do you think that's why
know all
Bogdan
that,
was showing
right?
up? To try and
It's
see if the
easy
drugs
to
are still
check,
there?
huh? Yeah, it's. But that's not important. It's not that I'm trying. Listen, Sheriff Reed, you have to listen to me very carefully.
Spit it out.
I'm a policeman, just like you know?
Oh, so you must be undercover. Is that it, Mr. Nash?
No, it's much more complicated than that. My name isn't Warren Nash.
Yeah, I already knew that. Your fake documents are so bad they practically fell apart in my hands.
If you let me explain, would you like to see my real document, Sheriff? Look, that humidor, you see it?
What?
That little box, the little wooden box on the table, see? Looks like a jewelry box.
It's locked. We'll crack it open in the morning.
Wouldn't you rather open it now? Please,
No.
Sheriff Reed, let's open it now, and I'll try to explain everything. I'm in a very difficult situation, and I'm asking you to listen to me. Just open the box, and you'll find my passport
What's
in
in
there.
the
My real
box?
passport. My name's Jack Boyd. The documents that say I'm Warren Nash, I bought them for $90 at the rail station. Please, just open the box, and I'll explain everything, please.
You say you were a cop, huh?
Yes. I was a cop. I was the chief of police, just like you. Look, it's a very long and complicated story, but I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding. And the fact that I've gone into hiding here, the fact that I'm here at all, it's an injustice that I want to correct. And I'm asking you to help me.
Can you take my key? There we go. Thank you. Open up Pandora's box. Turns out there's just a bunch of snakes inside of it. There it is. Papers, please. Glory greatest.
Sheriff Reed, let's talk. I'm begging you.
Some of the scenes in this game are very strange. Too close, boy. Oh, because he was going to say his name was Boyd? And that's why he said boy.
Sheriff Reed, let
Do
me...
you even know what you've been accused of, Mr. Boyd?
Let's just say I don't know if you know what happened in Freeburg last winter, but it had nothing to do with the law or justice. I was used.
You do understand that I have to report you to the feds, right, Mr. Boyd?
Sheriff Reed, if you do this, you just continue this. I believe that cops should help each other, so I just want to say you seem like the kind of person
We've known each other for 5 minutes, Mr. Boyd. I doubt very much that I've made any impression on you at all. Whatever you've got yourself mixed up in, I hope that you find justice, if that's really what you want. But for now, all I know is this. You're a criminal, and they're looking for you.
Your folder. Your folder. That's a case file. Can I see it?
Excuse me?
I worked as a detective for years. Even when I was chief, I did half of my detective's work. If you're having trouble with the case, I'm sure I can help. Cops should help each other. My exact words, right?
You think...
True.
You think that I'm...
Listen, Sheriff Reed, what do you have to lose? You're the head of this police department. You've got to think rationally. I'm not trying to teach you how to do your work. I'm just for a minute, forget about all that, this whole awkward situation, okay? Right? You have an unsolved murder, and there's someone standing right in front of you who's offering to help. Maybe I'm an imposter, and I can't actually do anything. Maybe I'll even turn out to be a lunatic, scatter the file around the cell and dance around like a wild monkey. But maybe, just maybe,
tell her.
I really am an experienced cop who can help you find your killer. Don't you want that? Don't you want to give me a chance since you've got nothing to lose? Don't you want a real criminal in prison, not some sorry victim of circumstance like me? That's police work. Catching the real criminals, right?
Sure.
I guess I'm going crazy.
Can I solve the case? Hey, I can. Okay, there's a lot of talking in this game. There's a lot of downtime. I wish the pacing was a bit more condensed with gameplay, but I'm assuming this is all just like set up and getting ready for the game that's going to come later. To solve the crime, you'll need to reconstruct the picture of what happened by placing frames for the crime's key events in the right order. Really? She couldn't do this? To figure out what happened, you should carefully examine the evidence and witness testimony. You have all the necessary frames, but 2 people are suspected of the murder. You need to analyze whatever information is available and figure out which of them is the true culprit. Okay, got it. Okay. Bob Finnegan's house. Okay. What the fuck? The secret of the forbidden flesh. The dismembered corpse of Bob Finnegan was found on the display shelf in the meat department. Okay. The victim's wife. I was at the neighbors to borrow some salt, and I heard... You went to the neighbors to borrow salt? And I heard on their TV that there's some crazy maniac started killing in Ripton. The journalist nicknamed him the Wrestler because he wears a wrestling mask. I usually don't pay any attention to the news, but this time I remember because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag, and he was just taking off a mask. I got home, and there's blood everywhere, and Bob is nowhere to be found. You think that maniac came all the way out here from Ripton? Okay, this is the neighbor. Is this the same neighbor? Yeah. That evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. It's funny, she works at the grocery store, but she's always missing something. She sat at my place for a while, and then said that she was going back to make dinner for Bob. I don't know how she put up with him. A typical man. He always walked around in a stupid t-shirt. Typical man. Spent the whole day staring at the TV and yelling for Ruth to bring him another Frosty. Oh, that man. I went to visit often enough, and it was always the same thing. Recently, Ruth decided to try being a vegetarian. Good for her. She read in a magazine that it'll make you live an extra 10 years. Plus, you get to lose a few pounds. Being a vegetarian does not mean that you lose weight. You can still pack on calories. It's all what you eat and how you eat it and what moderation and what workouts you do. Whatever. So, she started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. Why is this important? Thought she'd surprise Bob. But when she came home from work, he was yelling, "What the fuck is this without the meat?" I live next door and I could hear everything. They almost got into a fight. So did she come and... Oh yeah, she came over to get some salt. The victim's home, the bathroom. The bathroom is covered in blood. It looks like this is where the victim's corpse was butchered. Why would you do it in the house? The victim's body parts were neatly laid out on the counter, as if it were a display set for all to see. There's a crumpled garbage bag under the counter with traces of blood inside. What if the wife butchered him? What if she cut him up and said, here's the meat? Medical examiner. The victim's throat was cut in one single confident motion. Death came almost instantly. Is that really how it would work? There were no signs of struggle on the body. The corpse was dismembered after death. Okay, so we have to piece together what happened. A man in a wrestling mask watches Bob Finnegan through the window. A man in a wrestling mask approaches Bob Finnegan with a hacksaw in his hand. You cut his neck with a hacksaw? Ugh. A man in a wrestling mask walks into the North Star grocery store carrying a sports bag. Man in wrestling mask watches TV. With what? Okay, so Bob Finnegan's house. Watches there. He comes up. He cuts him. Cuts up Bob Finnegan's corpse in the bathtub. See, this stuff doesn't make sense. Are you just putting these in for the sake of it? Okay, so that's a man in a wrestling mask. Okay, so there's another option, which is the victim's wife. Bob Finnegan and Ruth Finnegan quarrel over vegetable soup. Ruth Finnegan approaches Bob Finnegan with a kitchen knife in her hand. See, this is important. The victim's throat was cut in one single confident motion. So you don't cut something in one single confident motion with a hacksaw. Not like that. A hacksaw is serrated. Ruth Finnegan enters the North Star grocery store carrying a garbage bag. Yeah, see, what if this is the case? He comes home, talks about the soup. So she gets pissed off, butchers him, and does this. That's way more plausible. The other thing makes no sense. Bob Finnegan's wife, she killed her husband to escape her unhappy marriage. The last straw was his criticism of her soup. Ruth decided to kill her husband and make it look like as though the maniac as the wrestler did it. Can I even get another thing here? The elusive maniac nicknamed the wrestler who kills middle-aged white men, dismembers them, and places them on public display. I mean, sure, that sounds like it could happen, but this sounds like a movie. Whereas the other one sounds like something way more plausible. She works there. She was already having marital issues. Did say she came over to get salt, though. Let's read this again. This is really weird, because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag. Did anybody else see this, though? I'm gonna indict the wife. Do you really want to press charges for this suspect? I guess. The reason I'm picking this is also because I think it's more interesting. Because this is like the twist, the plot twist. This is what I'd prefer if this was like a TV show or something. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm picking it. Look, I rearranged some pictures and made it all make sense. Oh my god, you can skip these walkie parts. We don't need them.
Lily, are you there?
Gail?
Lily?
Where are you?
Lily here. Come in.
Can you grab the box of flashbang grenades and get over here? There's no time to lose. Lily?
Copy. I'm on my way.
She believes me. I did good. Imagine if that's all there was to detective work. This doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Oh my god!
So?
I'm not seeing anything.
Lily, it's time.
Yes, just let me look at the plan.
Lily, we've got everything covered.
Gail, I need to take a look at the plan.
Gail, I want to look at the plan.
Gail, plan?
The plan,
Do
Gail,
you
the
want to look
plan!
at the plan, or do you want to change the plan?
I need to see the plan before I decide whether I need to change it.
Please, say plan more.
Gail?
Fine, here's the plan. Thank you for giving me the plan. I'm gonna look at the plan now. It sure is a plan. Plan makes no sense anymore. That word literally makes no sense in my head anymore. Plan. 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 Okay, so I get to do this now. Interrogate the necktie, get all information available, outfit and assign your strike team. Strike team Bravo, go! Ho! Usually it takes several days to plan an assault, but this time Gail had to sketch out the plan in a hurry. Sketchy plan. Maybe you'll want to change something. Okay. Interrogate the necktie. Gather intel, assign cops. What? Van den Linden's Grant Complex. So am I going in... I don't know what this means. Interrogate the necktie. Okay, can I just assign cops then? At every position there has to be a cop with appropriate skills or equipment necessary for the assault. Got it. So, assign your cops. Outside area. Gail wants to put a quick cop around the side of the car wash so he can cut off any escaping neckties. At the side of the car wash. So here? Oh wait, these are already assigned. Gail is confident that a clever cop could outwit the side door of the workshop and sneak inside. Gail has assigned an agile cop with a stun grenade to storm the workshop. Gail believes that a stealthy cop can sneak into the workshop unnoticed and take neckties by surprise. Oh wait, no. Put him back. I mean, it seems like this is okay, right? Gail knows that no assault is complete without a well-trained gunman. Gail will lead the assault. He wants to capture as many neckties as he can, alive if possible. Okay, I trust Gail. Plus, this is the start of the game, so I don't think much is gonna go wrong. It's still, like, tutorializing me, so let's see what happens. No, back in the cell. I don't care about the cell.
You should have taken him to Canaan right away. Yes, let's get him over here. Someone needs to go get Canaan. Does anyone know Canaan lives? Jesse, grab that blue bag over there. Bring it over here. I'll call him. Bring me that bag. I'll call Canaan. The bag, Jesse.
Jesus, Jesse, we don't have time for that. Bring me that
Canaan!
No, come on.
Lily, put pressure here. Press there and don't let him make it.
Oh,
Make it.
was that the assault I just did at the start of the game? I don't know. The assault is over now anyway, and somebody's hurt. Did Gail get hurt?
To put something under his head.
He's dead, Lily. Lily, he's dead.
No!
Gail's dead.
No! I shouldn't have trusted him! Is he supposed to die? Could I have taken him off that and unassigned him and then proceeded without that? I'm assuming this needs to happen for the story. Otherwise I feel bad. Poor Gail. He should have looked at the plan. But it seemed like the plan was solid.
What was his name? I mean the deceased officer. What's his name?
Gail Greenberg.
Were you close?
No, but... No. We went to school together.
Sheriff Reed,
Sheriff Reed. Ha! Sheriff Reed. If my dad could hear you say that, he'd died of laughter. He'd laugh like a madman, choke on his favorite meatballs even. Sheriff Reed. Call me Lily. My aunt lived in Freeburg. She sold flowers. Had her own store, a little shop. My mother and I used to visit during the summer. You have warm summers there. Warmer
Sure
than
do.
here.
Anywhere's warmer than here.
So, what happened in Freeburg? Mr. Boyd?
That's a very... I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lily. I begged you for a chance to tell you everything, and now I don't know where to start.
You were slandered?
You could say that.
So you aren't guilty of anything?
I'm plenty guilty, but not what I've been accused of. I was just a fool. A blind fool.
You're right, Mr. Boyd.
I'm sorry?
The sheriff's job is to think rationally. I figured I might be a shit cop, but at least I can think rationally.
That's something.
Now I'm not so sure.
Oh.
Lily, listen to me. You aren't guilty of anything. I've been a police chief going on 13 years, and I can't say that I never... Let's just say it's a difficult job. It gets complicated. And to put you in this position, it was... I just want to say
Don't
that...
be shy, Mr. Boyd. I don't make much of a sheriff. Is that what you wanted to say? Because I completely agree with you.
Lily, listen to me. I'm a policeman. Whatever position I'm in now, whatever this is, whatever my official status, I'm still a policeman. I'm a policeman and I know how to do this job, and I will help you. Cops
He says
should
as he's
help
behind
each other.
bars.
Isn't that what we were talking about earlier? Don't you agree with me?
Yeah, cops should help each other. Freedom.
He just takes out a gun and shoots him. Shut up!
What was it you said, Mr. Boyd? Maybe you're an imposter, maybe you're crazy, but maybe you... honestly, I don't even know if I...
Lily, why are you pointing that gun at me?
Thanks. I get nervous when people are about to kill me.
Can I get out of this cage?
Can I
Lily?
move?
Yes, Mr. Boyd.
Can I go?
Yes, you can get out of the cage.
You want me to... Well, I guess I'm asking. You want me to get to work? What is it you want me to do exactly?
You can get some sleep in the break room. It's over there to the left, the dark green door. I'll still be here in the morning, and in the morning we... Well, we'll figure this out.
In the morning we make love. By the fire.
Tomorrow you can gather up your things, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, I just... this letter, I'd like to send it as soon as possible. This, it's for my children. It's important.
I can mail it for you. I don't mind. I've got a letter to mail myself.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Lily, I wanted
What?
to...
You want to know if I'm going to call the feds? No, I won't call the feds. Do I realize that means I'm breaking the law? Yeah, I know. Do I understand that you could make a run for it at any time? Yeah, I know that too.
Put her there!
I'll see you in the morning.
Bye, Jack. Sleep well. Don't die. How's he gonna sleep without his daddy juice? Without his whiskey? That was helping him go to the bed buys. November 22nd. Okay. Well, I think this is a good place to leave off this episode. Man, there is a lot of talking in this game. And that's fine if, like, that's what the game is. It's all about story. It's all about world building, character building, and everything. It just feels like some of the scenes are a little drawn out when they shouldn't be. Like, because there's no movement in the animations and stuff, it's just still images, so you're just hearing voices, and then you're hearing them walk all the way over, and then it just shows them grabbing the document and then walking back. Like, no, all that stuff can be condensed down. We get the message. And some of the voice acting is a little all over the place, so it's hard to be super invested in what's going on when it's like, wow, that line is not very convincing. But overall, the gameplay segments of it look very, very promising. The stuff about, like, going out and doing the XCOM stuff, the turn-based things, I'm excited to get to more of that, and I feel like once the investigations start actually happening and the game opens up, that stuff will start coming more rapidly. And then assigning people, sending them off on jobs, making sure your cops have all the right perks and the equipment. All that stuff is going to get very, very interesting once this game starts to pick up. But so far, I like it. I do have my criticisms, but I like the game overall. It's not enough to detract me from wanting to play the game. And I like the first game as well. I just never got around to finishing it. So if any of you have actually finished the first game, you can maybe fill me in on what happened. But I'm kind of getting a picture of what went down anyway. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch the like button in the face like a boss. And high fives all around. Whoosh, whoosh. Thank you guys, and we'll see all you dudes in the next video!